With the most recent Blackmagic firmware update and the latest version of the Blackmagic camera app for iPhone and Android, we've gained some fantastic new features. These include the ability to use your smartphone as a monitor and to connect it to the pyxis camera for remote start-stop functionality across multiple cameras. I reviewed the pyxis after using it for a few months, but I knew it was hard to fully assess its real-world usability without the pyxis monitor, which still has not shipped. Interacting with the side screen can be awkward at best, and while I managed to power a 6-inch monitor via USB-C, I needed an additional SDI cord for video feed and still couldn't control the camera. The pyxis monitor is going to make controlling and rigging this camera a lot easier, and using your phone for now as a monitor is about as similar as we're going to get to the pyxis monitor. The process for setting this up is pretty simple. First, make sure you update your firmware, install the latest firmware on your pyxis by updating Blackmagic camera setup on your computer and connecting your camera. And then update the Blackmagic camera app on your smartphone as well. Then add a smartphone mount to your pyxis. I'll share my specific setup in a moment. Then you just need a USB-C cord to connect to the rear port of the pyxis to your smartphone. Once you've done that, open the Blackmagic camera app on your phone and tap that little icon that looks like a smartphone with the exclamation mark next to it. This opens a little dialog box where you can remotely connect and control the pyxis. The first time you do this, and you're gonna have to do this on both your camera and your smartphone, you have to go into the menu, enable remote control, and set a password. Then on either one of the devices, say you're using your phone to monitor and control your pyxis, open the app, click on that little icon. You'll be prompted to enter the password for the pyxis, and after that, you'll have full control of monitoring and controlling your camera. Under that same menu, you do have to enter whether you're going to be using it for controlling or under remote control. Once you do this though, you can stop and start recording numerous devices. This is an awesome feature and something other camera brands don't offer. Because Blackmagic has made a fantastic free camera app for us, they can now leverage that connection and link their cameras with the cameras of smartphones. And there's a lot more people that use smartphones compared to cinema cameras, and I think Blackmagic was really smart, and they've just given a lot more people the ability to shoot multicam scenes with ease. While I don't plan on using my phone as my primary monitor, it's a fantastic backup option. And for ultralight setups, like camping or backpacking, using a smartphone eliminates the need to carry a monitor, batteries, and chargers. It's especially useful when shooting in remote locations where you need to travel light. The main downside of using your iPhone as a monitor is latency. This becomes a challenge when using manual focuses or follow focus systems, as the lags makes precise focus and smooth camera movements tricky. I'm sure Blackmagic will work to improve this. One other minor annoyance is that you have to use the rear USB-C port. The front USB-C port doesn't support this functionality. Thankfully, this rear port is conveniently located to most of the monitor mounting points, so you're only going to need a 6 to 12-inch cable, depending on how you mount your phone. One weird notable observation, I did experience some SDI issues after setting up my phone. I went back to my monitor. I was using 1.5 anamorphic desqueeze on both my phone and the monitor, but when I switched back to the monitor, I encountered these strange disconnects that happened every 10 to 15 seconds. And I tried various SDI cords and a few different monitors, and it was definitely something in the software that was doing it. And toggling the anamorphic desqueeze off and on resolved this issue. So I'm not sure if anyone else experiences that, but if you did, just know that it's not the SDI port that's burning out, it's just something in the software, and hopefully that's fixed in the next edition of this. For my setup, I initially used the original braided iPhone cord, then upgraded to a 12-inch right angle to right angle cable for a cleaner fit after measuring the distance cord I would need. I replaced my smartphone clamp with a MagSafe mount, which makes attaching and removing the phone much easier. I found these clamps tend to hit the side buttons, especially on the bigger Pro Max version of the iPhone. By not clamping down, the MagSafe avoids this issue entirely. I think this is a huge firmware addition, especially considering it's only like the second or third update for the pyxis. I'm confident that Blackmagic will continue to improve this camera and add more practical features like this one. Even if you don't think you're going to use your iPhone or smartphone to monitor your pyxis, it's really easy to set up. Also, to pack a quick smartphone clamp or MagSafe mount and a USB-C cord in your bag, and that way you have a great backup in case your monitor craps out on you. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support helps me keep making videos like this one.